welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. Last time around we took Settin. This time it's time to take Breslau in Silesia. Let's go ahead and attack. I can demand surrender. I don't think they're gonna do it though, so we're gonna go ahead and well, anyways, we'll have to fight them however we decide to do. What I've done is I've transferred all the artillery from the cavalry army over to Dmitry Petrov. And without further ado, let's go ahead and fight the Germans. So I'm actually gonna go ahead. And so, here we are on the field of battle. We can see the enemy's general right here. Let's see if we maybe can spot some more units. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. By putting the general up front. Oh, they were a lot closer than I thought they were. But I think actually my artillery will handle it. The main point will be, or the main problem will be to deal with the bunkers. But we're going to be a bit reckless and we're going to just take all of these men here and charge them forwards towards the enemy in spread out formation. So let's go ahead and start this. Get the line situated. Run forth, men! Forwards! At the same time, all the artillery only have one target to fire at, these lancers, which is the general unit. Kaboom! And while that is going on, the infantry is advancing a mass towards the German lines, and they are going to continue until they reach the areas which I've ordered them to reach. So I'm not going to stop them even if they come under attack by the enemy. So we got some dragoons trying to fight back, and we've got some Jaegers and stuff. For some reason it seems as though the enemy has decided to go for a very passive tactic just in the middle of the map, so they're not moving their troops at all at this point. They've just drawn them out in a very long line, and that's about it. Let's see, I think the artillery will now, usually the artillery focus in on other artillery, so I think they're very soon going to start focusing in on these bunkers. Let's see, this is how it looks inside. They're lying on the ground.
Our men are running, sir.
With the machine gun looking thing right there. They're not even looking at in the right direction. Luckily for me though, they haven't started firing yet. So there's a bit of a struggle going on here. But they were able to see off the cavalry. One unit decides to slowly march into the massed amount of Russian troops. And yeah, as we can guess, that's not going to go very well. The enemy general is killed, as cavalry is very easily killed off. The entire German army is on the move now. And they seem to be moving towards the artillery. And while they're moving towards the artillery, the line infantry is of course firing in through the flank. Well, we got some enemy flamethrowers moving forwards. The question is if...
Glorious victory, sir,
I put this one here to protect the artillery and this one, so it's only really one unit that is here ready to protect the artillery. We're actually going to get you in a little bit of a better spot there to be able to return fire on the enemy. Have we killed the bunkers yet? Luckily for me, they still haven't opened fire. I guess they're out of range. Some of the troops, I guess they were blasted out by the fire of some artillery fire. So the bunker is actually broken down, but the broken down part, I guess they should remove the other part and just have the broken down stuff. So I'm not entirely sure why it looks like that. Well, it's a bug, of course. So single unit here, trying to hold off against the enemy. Oh shit! Completely forgot about that there were some enemy reinforcements coming up. We've got some guard units, and in among them we've got some snipers moving directly towards the artillery right here. So I guess it's kind of really high time. Why haven't these guys? These guys have not been performing well. They're supposed to take out this guy. Why don't you move to that flank over there, and then you need to move up as to be able to pour fire upon the enemy. And then you three will move up through the forest. Let's see, they have contact with this artillery. I'm gonna tell both. Oh, I think, well, these guys can probably cut down the snipers on their own. There aren't that many snipers, so they should be able to kill them off first. But then, once that's done, I'll tell both artillery units to retreat off the field. This one's getting destroyed as well, so I'm gonna tell them to retreat. Let's see. They're having a real tough time getting at these Alpencore that are stuck in the forest. Maybe they're not focusing in their fire, these two units. Instead they're shooting at something else. A lot of the German why? I guess the rifle fire is not really...
Our men are running, sir!
Oh, who's running? Oh, it's the artillery. But I've already told them to run, so not entirely sure what that was all about. I guess the terrain is somehow has been favorable to the enemy, because I thought we would just, given the numbers, I thought we were just gonna overrun the enemy. And as far as I've seen, the enemy bunkers haven't really fired at all. Come on, blow them away. Right, advance on the open ground. Now we're starting to get some kills here on the Alpenjäger, as I told them to focus in on them. We do outnumber them, about 200 men versus 100. They are shuffling around a bit. Let's see if I can call a bayonet charge. And if they're occupied firing against this unit, these guys should be able. They're tired though, because they've been sitting in spread out formation, but I imagine the enemy is not that at all. No. But hopefully the impact of the charge might be enough to send them packing. You know what? Go ahead and aid. So, nope, our unit is actually falling apart. So I will actually redraw it from that fight. But as it redraws, this one can hold and fire at the Germans.
Our men are running, sir.
The Germans are pursuing now. But I think once we start to shoot at them, they'll most likely stop and return fire, as they are. Even though I have all these men, what are you doing? Are you even firing properly? We've got foot guards and all sorts of nasty stuff coming in there. Move forwards, gain some ground on the enemy. We're going to get these to move forward as well. At this range you can actually see the bunker as destroyed. Oh. Okay, charge forth and stab those bunkers to death. And finally the Alpenjägers were defeated, and so you can turn towards the bunkers. We're advancing to them. Go ahead and charge. Very accurate fire here from the artillery. Quite a few hits, direct hits on the enemy artillery. Come on. Let's see, are you even able to... well, this one you should be... oh, they're pushing the bunker away.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
So they're slowly pushing the bunker away. Well, they got that one. How's it going over here? Not as well. Slowly pushing the bunker out of the way. Oh, and now the bunker has... it retreats. It falls back under the pressure of my soldiers. And we are victorious. Heroic victory. Not a very interesting battle, I must say. Let's see. 22 is the battle we have done. And here we have the results. 11,000 Russians versus 6,000 Germans. We lost 3,000, they lost 6,000. As far as I could see, no unit was destroyed. Nope. What we're going to do though is we're gonna move over... you know what? We're gonna move over these guys to make sure that... oh, you don't have room all of a sudden? I'll move over an infantry unit then. There we go, so now they're even. No, this guy needs one more infantry. So this one will be able then to move out and continue towards maybe Dresden, while this one recovers here and maybe holds off whatever comes from the German down south. Can't really repair anything here, so that's good. So we had those two battles. Or this battle, that one was the last one, but it's during this sort of ish northern campaign, or whatever you want to call it. Then we've got these two, should be able to do something pretty soon. And then we've got, I guess the Siege of Belgrade is the second battle we can have in this video. And then, how far will you get? You will get about halfway to Athens. So that would not Athens won't be, that will be in the next video then. Let's go ahead and end turn, and then we'll fight the Battle of Belgrade. They could be reinforcing it though. They could be sending in more troops. We'll see what happens. And just as I thought, this is exactly what has happened. They are attacking me before I'm able to reach Belgrade, so I'm stuck in between the river and Belgrade as the Austrian army comes up behind us, and then we've got the city defenders moving forwards here with some Kaiserschütze mountain troops, cavalry. Not entirely sure how they're going to get the bunkers through reinforcement armies, and they're going to slowly push them onto the battlefield. It's going to be interesting to see, but we're going to have to fight this army. Let's go ahead and just quickly save and then go into the Battle of the Outskirts of Belgrade. And so here we are on the battlefield. I decided to form my men into kind of a bunker square here, since there's a lot of reinforcement units coming around, and we seem to have been spawned inside a kind of a suburb, I guess, of Belgrade as we've been pulling forward. We've got two interesting warehouses here, which I'm gonna try to set up my men inside. Besides the troops I have within the square, we also have our Bursilov infiltrator grenadier guys, which I've put back here, and they will be able to attack the enemy's artillery, which they have a lot of, and they'll probably be able to shoot down the general as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this fight. First things first, we're gonna send in these 2 new infantry units, gonna take the house, and then to start off we will hold our position within the square, but I think we'll probably move out the light infantry pretty darn soon. We've captured some houses, and we're shooting down the general's dragoon unit, so that's getting slaughtered.
We've taken a building, sir.
By the Bursilovs. And then my troops are getting inside the 2 warehouses. Oh, look at that. We have confirmation. Oh, shit. They are targeting my general. I put him inside the house to try and protect him. We're inside the bunker. And it seems like the enemy is targeting him with their artillery. The grenadiers are doing their best to shoot down these guys. To shoot down the artillery pieces. Let's see. If there's a risk of the house collapsing, I guess we should try. We'll get him out of there and sort of find another way to hide him somewhere. Oh, sounded like something will break it down. I'm gonna get these 3 units, get them into spread out formation along here, and then start advancing them towards the enemy position. And then I'm gonna get this unit to actually kind of go, you know what, go in there. Spread out formation. No, you can't fit with spread out formation. Normal formation then. And then go over there, and then you can stay as you are right there. And then this one will go there, and you will be more on the edge there. So the infiltrators did their job, and the Austrians seemingly did not pounce upon the fact that they could have surrounded these units. We're gonna go ahead and attack these guys, maybe throw some grenades on them. There was a cavalry, yeah, the cavalry units moving in. I was hoping there's gonna be this massive fight as the enemy were trying to move towards the houses, and there's gonna be heavy fighting around here, but doesn't look as though that's gonna be the case. The new light infantry set up here. The advantage with the new guys was, of course, that they've got an increased range, just a little bit more than the old units, but it's a little bit more, and then they had reduced accuracy, unfortunately, to sort of balance that. This unit will stop and try to shoot down these, but these 2 units will continue forwards. Looks like the enemy is actually going to stay there. So once in position, I want you guys to throw grenades upon the enemy. To blow them away. And then shoot them down. This one is receiving heavy fire from the remaining Austrian units over here. They have another cannon. They were very experienced cannons. I'm not entirely sure who they've been fighting, because the Austrians does not have a border against the French, and as we know, the Italians joined the Allies this time around. Go ahead and retreat off the map. and then maybe you will fall back, so so you don't fire through that guy. So there we go, you'll retreat. And then we have some fighting going on here. Oh, it's a flamethrower unit of the enemy trying to sneak forwards through the town and burn us down, but they've got 400 men focusing in on them. And it's not going to do well. Plus the artillery is ooh, he hit the building and then was thrown over there. Only the officer survived that. The light infantry is open up on the Kaiserschützen, 2 units which are trying to move in through the town, attacking here from the back. Did we blow our own men, or is it another artillery piece somewhere? Ooh, the Bursilov Grenadiers, what's going on here? Melee fight! Throw grenades into that. I think the Austrians will break if we get a good grenade attack going in. Okay, if you could actually throw at the end. Oh, you did not actually need to throw it at them. The enemy retreated anyways. But probably you should try to get those dragoons. Shoot them down first. Should be an easy target. Ooh, now we've got a unit moving in towards the house. So now the house is getting to fire. It's a Landsturm unit. And then the most forward line here. Why have you moved? Up to the line. Few houses here have been destroyed. A few houses, let's say, quite a lot. Some of the houses, though, they kind of look like, oh, they've even gone ahead to make a pillow.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
So that's how a Napoleon Total War pillow looks like, if you're wondering. Looks like most of the Austrian army is retreating here. The light infantry will advance. And then we've got an enemy artillery piece far away over there. So let's get these 4
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Units to get over there. Oh, it's the Bursilovs. Well then, retreat off the map. We don't want you to be destroyed. Keep it up. Keep pushing the Austrians off the map. And then on the other side of town, what do we have here? A mortar, artillery, and some more Kaiserschützen. Let's see, we got 4 units deploying spread out formation along this line. There we go, very nice. These guys are advancing, shooting down the enemy. I think we need to advance even further to be able to hit that one as well, the Landsturm unit over there. This one's pretty doomed, coming into artillery fire and fire from the houses. But I guess this is going to be the problem, because here the enemy has for once actually deployed their artillery and is firing at us, even though they've deployed it in a rather strange way. Oh, a machine gun somewhere? I can hear it. Oh, it's in among the troops there somewhere. There it is. I'm pretty sure it's actually shooting its own men. It's shooting the guys around it. So the machine guns might be doing more damage to their own units rather than ours. And here's the last remaining unit of the first army. It's a Landsturm stuck in among the trench line here, but it's being flanked by the 13th Lightfoot. And it's getting shot to pieces. Pretty sure it will retreat rather soon. There we go. And so now we will focus on this side. Our light infantry has done good work and has sent back the Kaiserschützen. We've got the machine guns here though. So it's kind of tough forcing us to advance against them. Get you these two units. See if we can get them out of the house. And then the line infantry. Line infantry will come out there. And then the light will go through town. Try to come around here. Okay, we're not actually able to fire on anything. Because the machine guns, they are hidden for such a long time. Oh, there we go. Well, you have to get so close to them. Normally to actually be able to see them. Our artillery should be focusing on this area now. There we go, nice volley straight into the Kaiserschützen, and we've got artillery blasting the position as well. Probably the Kaiserschützen are a pretty elite unit, and they've got pretty high stats compared to our units. Let's see if I can actually advance this one while these three provide covering fire. Then that one gets into place. This one can advance. So that one is about to start firing. Means these guys can move up, and in this way we will try to gain as much ground as possible towards the Austrian-Hungarian army. And once this one is in position, these two should be the easiest to advance, for them to just get a few meters forwards and gain line to fire upon the enemy. They really haven't got a chance here, even though they got machine guns and stuff. They haven't actually killed that many of our men. And now the machine gun, what is it? A Skoda M1893 was the machine gun that these guys deployed. Not entirely sure. I think they've got the same model for all the machine guns in the game. So I don't think there's specific ones. Everyone's just the same. Tell the artillery to bombard back here instead. And with the enemy now all thrown back, what I'm going to do is I can advance further, and we can have some overlap of the fire. As they fire at the mortars, some shots will trail off into the artillery piece, which is back here, and the Feldjäger, which is coming up. The rest of the army is going to take quite a while to get into position to be able to help these guys out. Oh, they had another unit of the Kaiserschützen hiding in the forest. But for some reason they decided not to fire. we're gonna get these guys even a bit closer like this. And so the forest is being bombarded with artillery, and then we've got crossfire going into the forest from our soldiers on the ground. Very good, slowly pouring fire down upon the Austrian troops, the Kaiserschützen. I'm surprised that they're not trying just to retreat. They do that. Oh, Tyrol and Kaiserjäger
is soon to be yours.
Have we fought them before? So this is a foot guard unit. Tyrol and Kaiserjäger. But most of the Austrian army is retreating at this point, so I'm not entirely sure what the point is to send in the foot guards at this point. Unless, of course, the commander really hates people that come from the Tiroler region and he wants to see them dead. So even before they're actually in on the map, ready to take part of the battle, they've already lost about 100 men. Oh, I thought at first they looked like just the first rank was gonna fire. Oh, we're gonna have a trickle of enemy infantry slowly coming in. So I'm guessing what we're going to do is we're just gonna go ahead and edit here, and I'll show the victory screen of the battle, because there's no point in just sitting here watching as the enemy slowly is drained away. And there we have it. We have defeated the army that tried to stop us from taking Belgrade. So we actually kind of killed off the force that is defending Belgrade as well. None of our units were destroyed, which is good. And especially the artillery, because they are very useful. And as we can see, we lost 1,500 men, while the enemy lost 6,300 out of their force of 7,860, leaving 1,500 men left. And about maybe half of that is going to defend Belgrade. So only about 700 men or something like that left to defend Belgrade. So very nice. Given the time, I think that we should actually end it right here. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.